Well, top of the evening to you folks. My name is Chris Ramsey and I am your host for The Shift, brought to you by murphysmagic.com. Now, let's have a pint, yeah? What's up, guys? I'm so happy to be here once again. First off, I want to say happy whatever doesn't offend you. And also, I hope you've enjoyed your holidays so far. This will be the last episode of The Shift for the year 2014. Next year, we officially begin to be in the future, 2015. Before we get into the deal, I want to take a second to talk about the huge response I've gotten on YouTube about what we could do to make this show better. And a lot of you got back with some really interesting ideas. Most of which would be, first off, having a guest speaker sometimes, which can be arranged. Totally cool, not every week. Another great suggestion was to have like a rating system. Now, I'm not gonna do that just because that would only apply to me. I don't want to discourage anybody from getting a product. That might be the best thing that ever happened to them. So for instance, if I give it a 6 on 10 and that deters someone from purchasing the product, but in reality, the product would be amazing for their act, I don't want to be responsible for that. So no rating system here. I will tell you, however, if it's like beginner level, intermediate, or expert, if it takes a lot of time to master, if it's practical, these things I can totally talk about, but no rating system, so butt off. Somebody suggested a Q&A. I think that's a great idea. So you guys every week ask me a question and I'll pick from those and I'll answer some of them. Even this week, I had somebody ask me, Chris, why do you do so many jump cuts? They're annoying. Well, I'll tell you why. The reason for the jump, and he was like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, kidding here. Which doesn't make sense. Chase that dream. You go for it. You find your way.
Will sustain our civilization.
Spot. Justin Bieber said, that is my dress. And so I hope that answers your question about the jump cuts. And one last thing before we get into the deal for this week. I just want to say that I don't know what I'm doing. I am really trying to make this as fresh as possible. Every week, I either jam with friends or I'm hanging out at a lecture or going to a convention or just staying home with some friends. So I don't know what's going to happen. Next week might be a completely different show. And that's, I think, what keeps it fresh and what keeps, keeps me on my toes, that's for sure. Let's just wing it. Right? Let's see where it goes every week. And I mean, if you guys hate it, let me know. I'll block your comment on YouTube. Okay, but seriously, let's keep it up. Keep the suggestions coming no matter what, even if it doesn't involve a contest. I want to know your feedback. I really want to know what you guys think. So, because I love you. No homo. All right, let's get into the deal. What's the deal for this week? We have 2 effects once again. First off, Tricks Against Humanity by Eric Ross. I'll get into this. And secondly, we have the Ultimate Book Test Act, which I do not have with me for a valid reason. I gave it to Spidey, because this week we have a guest reviewer. Spidey's actually going to talk about the Ultimate Book Test Act. Take it away, Spidey.
Hey guys, Spidey here, and I'm super excited to be here to talk to you guys about the Ultimate Book Test Act. This is something that I saw on the Murphy's page, and I instantly asked Chris if I can take a look at it and try it out a little, and then eventually talk to you guys about it. I love book tests. I have for years. I collect them. I've got a whole bunch of them. And I want to take a second to talk to you guys about the advantages and disadvantages of this particular one. So in essence, the effect is a 3-phase routine. In phase 1, you bring 2 spectators up on stage. One of them opens the book up to a random page and reads the first couple of lines to himself, and you can immediately reveal exactly what that person is thinking. I think this is probably the strongest phase of the routine for me, because there's no pumping, there's no questioning, there's no trying to figure anything out. They open the page, they read the first paragraph, and you can immediately say what they're thinking. I love that idea. Part 2, another spectator thinks of the last word on any page. Flips to a page in the book, thinks of the last word. Now you're a little bit stuck. You're having a bit of a hard time, so we'll come back to that. You have 4 pieces of paper, throw it onto the audience. The audience members stand up and you toss the book to them. That's such a great feel because it's out of your hands and in theirs. It's always great when the prop can kind of go out into the audience because it gives the illusion of complete fairness. Doesn't matter, here, take the book. They each flip to a random page in the book and think of the first word. You then reveal all 4 words, even if you were on stage and they were out in the audience and they flipped to a random book page Look at the first word, you reveal that. Killer. It's incredible. Then you come back to the person on stage who you're having a hard time figuring out the word that they were thinking of, and you say, wait, how many letters did this have? And they go 4 letters. You go, you know what, wait a second. You go and pick up the piece of paper that you threw to choose the 4 random items, and when you open it up, it reveals the word that the gentleman was thinking of. That is amazing. Like I said, it's so great that this is an act. You know what I mean? Like the end comes back to the beginning where you throw out the paper balls. Everything makes sense. There's a progression there. It becomes stronger and stronger. So on that, kudos, 100%. The fact that it's so comprehensive and it's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, boom, boom, bada boom. I've sort of always preferred books that are 100% examinable. Books that you could just give to the spectator and they're going to look at it and there's nothing to find. All the page numbers are different, the words are different, everything is just completely organic and completely examinable. And then there's book tests that are completely unexaminable. The second you look at it, you immediately know that there's something wrong with that book. It's immediate, you see it instantly. This book test falls right in the middle of that, in that if I were to just casually show it to you like this, everything looks fine. If you were to take 30 to 40 seconds to look through it and like really look through it, you're gonna start to see something doesn't make sense. Does it matter? I don't think so. So if this is something that you're gonna do in and of itself, just by itself, then don't spend too much time on what the book is. Just grab them and be like, look, I've got a couple of books here, just riffle through it and just hand them one. And the effect will speak for itself. It's so strong. If it's gonna be part of a bigger set, like other book tests that you're gonna incorporate this into, give a couple of the other books to be examined and then take them back and then just give these out for the trick after you do those ones. Just sort of build it into that so they feel like they examined the books but not specifically these ones. Let's talk about who this is good for. I think another great advantage of this product is that it's good for pretty much anyone. If you're a beginner and you've never done a book test in your life, this is a great product. It's very easy to do. The system is extremely easy to remember. I mean, there's nothing to remember. It's a very simple effect. Whereas some book tests have these complicated memory systems that you have. This is so simple. You'll be able to do this 15 minutes after you pick it up, which allow you to work on presentation. Look, if you're a pro, it's also a great product. I mean, look, Luca Volpe himself is a pro. We know this. The guy has got a huge reputation, and he's been using this for years, and with reason. It's even if you're a pro, this is an incredible effect that will add to your existing book test because it does things that are very different. The routine is very different than other book tests out there. It's not just, okay, no, you think of a word and you think of a word and here's your word, here's your word. It's elaborate. There's more to it. So I think in the stage context, this is perfect for almost anyone. In close-up, I might maybe go for book tests that are a little bit more recognizable, a little bit more examinable because it's just when you're in a casual setting, they're going to feel more comfortable picking that up and looking at it. But I do believe that if you're looking for something strong, almost killer on stage, beginner or pro, this is for you. Thanks.
Well, that made my job a heck of a lot easier. Thanks, Spidey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Tricks Against Humanity by Eric Ross. It says, a collection of magic tricks for a money, pound, oles. Whatever that means. This, viewer discretion advised, this is a product that is not intended for children. Let me just go into the performances. I've blurred portions of it out. I know you guys are probably really interested to see what the heck is going on. So I've blurred some things out, not to give away the effect, but also to make it politically correct and available on YouTube. Have a look at 2 things that I performed out of a multitude of effects that come with this. And after that, we'll get into talking about the effects and how I feel about them. So here is me performing 2 different effects from Tricks Against Humanity. Enjoy.
What's going on, Lee?
Much?
So here we are, just the 2 of us.
Here we are.
Finally. I'm gonna show you a little something with my phone.
Okay.
Could you hold your hand out? On my phone, I have a prediction. I'm going to hide that prediction from you, and I'm going to put a face down your hand. I'm not going to touch it anymore. Okay? Alright. And just so you don't think it's like some type of app that hears anything, I don't want you to say anything. Is that fair? Alright. I want you to make an image in your mind right now. starting now, and an image of something, just whatever image that comes to mind. Whatever. Could be anything. First image that pops in your head. And make it as vivid as possible. And you're seeing it in your head right now. Do you see it? Alright. Could you... I don't want to touch the phone. Turn on the phone. Swipe.
That is too much.
Golly, you're disgusting.
I was prepared to like
Why
really
would
get
you-
freaked out.
why are
I
you
was like,
thinking of that?
no way is he gonna get the image in my head.
Why would you think of that, bro?
But you got it.
It's pretty accurate. So you enjoy that, Lee? Is that good for you?
Yeah.
I want you to just go ahead and hold my big black.
All right.
Have a look at him. Just
You
look
want
at
me
him.
to hold him tightly or gently?
Gently, please. Be gentle with my. Can I see them? Here's what we're gonna do. I know the last one was based a little bit on mentalism, so we're gonna try something similar, but try to make it appear differently, physically, not just in your mind or on a phone or anything. So hold your hand out and hold the balls like this in your hand. Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah.
Okay. This is serious. I'm not joking around this time.
Okay.
I really want you to imagine an image in your mind. Any image at all, whatever's coming to you right now. Okay. Don't make it what you just saw. Alright?
Alright.
Please.
Okay.
It's kids watching. Alright? Come on. Dude, seriously? Come on.
I can't stop
I'm
myself.
sorry. I'm sorry for this.
That is so
This
good.
is
That is
disgraceful.
that is good.
It's disgraceful. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Good job. Good job. You got me, Seth.
So yes, that was some excerpts from Tricks Against Humanity. I am a big fan of convention magic. I know it's like the worst thing in the world, but hanging out with other magicians sometimes and showing each other just like these random tricks that either play bigger for magicians or just lay people wouldn't get them as much. I love that concept. Now, mind you, some of these are actually meant to be performed for lay people, and I have performed them for lay people, and they get amazing reactions, especially when you're with friends, because they get huge laughs. What are the effects? I can't actually tell you what all the effects are, but they're from various artists. A lot of them would like to remain anonymous for very good reasons. I would say above all, know yourself, know your style, know what you can get away with. And if you feel that you're a confident person and a funny person and somebody who just enjoys people and making them laugh and getting away with things, and you got to kind of know your style. And this might not fit everybody, but it definitely has its place. And I know a lot of you are going to buy this, you're going to open, you're going to be like, what the heck is this? These aren't tricks I could ever perform in my venue. And yeah, you're absolutely right. But there are those of you out there who know what I mean, who know what I'm talking about like session magic and that type of thing. This is gold mine. So in that respect, I really love the product. Like I said, I'm not going to give it a rating system just because, it wouldn't make any sense. Some of you would give it a 0. I'd give it like a 9, but whatever. Tricks Against Humanity, a collection of magic tricks for Money Money Pound Olas by Eric Ross. You're a son of a and I will bear your children. Thank you. All right, guys, I feel kind of bad that I didn't come up with some legendary performers to give you any tips or anything, or I couldn't go out there and film an awesome jam session for you guys. But I thought I'd teach you guys another flourish. I had some great responses on the first one. So here's what we're gonna do. I need you guys to come up with another name for another 3-packet cut that I've come up with. It's a completely false cut, and it looks quite fancy. And since you guys were so amazing at finding names for the first one, I thought I'm never going to name another flourish without consulting you guys ever again. So here's the cut. Come up with a name either in the YouTube or the Facebook, whatever, and come up with a name. And the winner this week will get Tricks Against Humanity by Eric Ross. And we'll also get, since I gave away the Ultimate Book Test Act to Spidey for doing such a great job reviewing, I thought I'd throw in some run decks. So you will get a standard edition run deck as well as a super rare and very limited edition run deck, the bankrolls. So you will be sent Tricks Against Humanity, one standard run deck, and one very limited edition bankroll deck. So thanks once again for tuning in, guys. I won't see you until 2015 in the future. So have a safe and happy holiday. Be responsible, be safe, love each other, and I'll see you guys in 2015, which is next Sunday, basically. So, all right, take it easy. Peace. Here we go. That is the 3-packet cut.
You want to hold it in like a biddle grip. It's like a modified biddle grip where your ring finger is contacting the corner there. Your thumb's going to contact this corner here and separate maybe like 5 cards. Okay. Your middle finger will rotate that little packet. So you start off here and your middle finger rotates. You grab this part in straddle grip, right? Let's do that again. Let me back this up a little bit. Right there. All right. Boom. And you grab this packet in straddle grip. So what happens is once this is rotated, this is grabbed, you're going back around. Now your middle finger and thumb are going to grab another small packet, maybe 5 cards, rotate it around the index. Now you back away and you rotate around your thumb, pinching with your pinky, and you're lifting this up in straddle, and you're going to close it over top of that. Around, straddle, back around, pinch, rotate, rotate. And now as this one is going under, your index is going to help this packet rotate, and your thumb is going to finish it off on top. Boom, 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 and this one's going to just help it along. Just like that. So sorry if that looks complex, but it is a false cut. So I think false cuts should look a little confusing. Yeah. So I don't know if I should maybe slow this down for you a little bit one more time, perhaps. All right. Thumb and ring, rotate, grab this, rotate back, little packet, rotate, pinch with the pinky, thumb brings it in, whoops, forgot to rotate that, and that goes like that. So here. Boom, 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 boom. And then you can do this. The weirdest thing flourishers do, they go like afterwards, like it's, why do they do that? Like they're molesting the pack of cards. After they're done, they close it and they're like, it's weird. Don't do that. You can if you want to. It just looks weird to me. Boom, rotate. Oh, I'm going to drop them here. I'm going to drop them. Oh, no, phew. Boom, finish up, and then you can go. Then you're done. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Find a name for it, help me out, and I will see you guys next week, alright? Peace out.